I have been waiting for this moment and it is finally come. It is the time to react to Lorde's 4th album, Virgin. I mean, Lorde likes to take her time in between albums. It's been 4 years since she released Solar Power back in 2021. This record feels like it's going to be very different from that one. She shocks people with the sunny disposition that album had, but it feels like she's gone back to something much tougher, much more industrial on the singles off Virgin. I've loved all 3 of the singles so far. I know that some of it has been somewhat divisive, but not for me at all. So I'm so excited to step into this one. I'm Sam, also known as Pop Sam Cam. Thank you so much for watching my reaction of Lorde. If you like my reactions and you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And also, if you want to listen to more of a dissection of this album, we're going to be doing that a bit on my podcast, The Pop Pod. I will drop the details for that in the show notes below, but it also gets uploaded to YouTube every week. So you can subscribe to that if you like. For now though, let's just get straight into it. Let's get into Lorde's 4th album called Virgin. Track number 1, Hammer. This is obviously one that we've already heard. Came out a week ago, maybe? Such a haunting beginning.
My Mercury's raising, don't know if it's love or if it's ovulation. When you're holding a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Incredible line, so good, one of her best.
Now I know you don't deal much in love and affection, but I really do think there could be a connection.
It's crazy to think that this is the artist who gave us Solar Power just 4 years ago. It's so much icier. Obviously, gender exploration is going to be a massive part of that album, so this song introduces it. I want to be thrashing my head for most of this. I want this to feel like it's totally taking over me. Now we're getting some tempo. Now I know you don't deal much in love and affection, but I really do think you can make an exception. And born again, I'm ready. I like how it feels kind of angry and tough, but there's also this idea of rebirth that's been across all the singles, and this really feels like that. These are gonna come off, aren't they? And the release. Oh my god, I'm gonna get sweaty. Ooh, it's hot in here. Amazing opener to the album. Just really encapsulates everything that's about that gender exploration, the toughness of it, the anxiety, the tension, and the total rebirth that comes at the end. I think that it's a great way to start it. And when you're holding a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Mwah. Perfect line. It's so, so good. We're going to go into track number 2, which is the first single, What Was That?
A place in the city, a chair in the bed.
One of my favorite songs of the year. I know that people were on the fence about this one, but not me at all.
I wear smoke like a wedding veil.
Also wearing the headphones from the video purposefully. Not really, they're just my headphones, but
it comes over me, or I'm missing you.
I love this silence here.
And all the things we used to do. MDMA in the back garden, blow our pupils up. We kissed for hours straight, but baby, what was that? I remember saying then, this is the best cigarette of
I love
my
that
life.
line.
Well, I want you just like that. Into your hands, we're in a sandstorm and it knocks. Leave you everything now. wake from a dream. Well, baby, what was that? What was that?
I've literally got a towel here because it's so hot.
Baby,
This production is sick to me. Like, it just feels like a car workshop or something.
you had to know this was happening.
Love that melody.
You weren't feeling my heat.
It also feels like for someone who spends a lot of time in New York, it feels like New York, this song. It feels like a summer night.
Pass through me, pass through. But this is staying a while. I know it might not let me go. MDMA in the back garden, blow our pupils up as we're in a sandstorm and it knocks me out.
It's just such like a muscular strength to this album that I love. Like, I can feel the tension. I love it.
Everything now. We wake from a dream. Oh, baby, what was that?
This is also such a good way to wake up from solar power. It's such a reset and such a like jolt, like an epiphany. Hates a bridge, Lorde, but loves an outro. Incredible. Love the work that her and Jimmy Stack are doing on this. There's definite notes of melodrama, but it feels way more industrial. It's like crunchier and tougher, and it's like not as handed to you on a platter as what Melodrama was. And no shade to Melodrama, one of the best pop albums of my time. But this one, like, just, I don't know. There's a little bit more of a tension and a release that goes on through the singles and from what we've heard so far that I really, really like. I know that people have had a tough time with this single and feel like it doesn't give you that full euphoria, but to me, that's the point. Like, this whole album is about working towards that euphoria and having these moments and these like releases, but never quite like getting to that point you want to get to. But I feel like she is going to get there at one point on this album. Let's go into track number 3. This one's the first new one of the album. It's called Shapeshifter. Ooh.
Chewing gum, I know, don't have a sour taste that's in my throat, but the voice in my head says, do you have the stones?
Oh, see, that's so tough.
Get close enough, anything you want. Everyone that I've slept with,
This vocal production's next level.
I'm reckless. If I'm fine without it, why gotta stop? So I'm not affected. I've been the ice, I've been the flame.
I'm trying to figure out in my head where this is going.
I've been the dice, the magic gate, insane. I've been the
This song feels like it's about like emotionally disconnecting.
been up on a pedestal, but tonight I just wanna fall.
Like changing yourself and molding yourself in all these different ways so that you just like don't feel so strong that you get hurt.
Skirt, but the voice in my head says, don't let him leave alone.
I become
I just love when the vocal just comes in and like attacks your ear.
a teenage innocence. How'd I shift shape like that? Why gotta stop? Everything I want speeding up.
Feels like Lorde's had like an identity crisis. She's been viewing herself through the lens of other people.
So I'm not affected. I've been the ice.
I love this part. It's so like sweet, the melody.
I've been the dice, the magic gate. So I'm not affected. But tonight I just wanna fall.
I love the like sweetness that runs through this song. Like there's undertones of euphoria. It feels like it's trying to poke through but not quite getting there. I love that.
Just wanna fall. I'll kick you out and pull you in. I swear that you were just a friend. again. Swear that you would just dance. And when it's all over, say I'm not affected.
Oh, I love that. Hell yeah.
No, I'm not affected.
Wish you could hear how loud this is up in my headphones. Like, I don't care if I get hearing loss over after this, it's worth it. Can't even speak. Oh, beautiful. I loved that. That feels like the softest moment yet. Out of the 3 songs that we've heard so far, it feels like emotional. It feels like she's trying to like get to the core of herself, but recognizing that like other people are viewing her in this way that she's viewing herself as well. And I feel like this is a journey we're going to go on with her through the whole album, and I'm excited to do that. The next track's one we've already heard as well. It was the second single, Man of the Year. Love this one.
Sirens sing overnight.
This is so haunting. You know, like how Liability was... Let's pause it for a second. You know how Liability had that... There was a starkness to it and a real vulnerability. But this, I don't know, she just sounds even closer to the mic. Like so daring in the way that she's approaching all these songs. I love it.
You met me at a really... My babe can't believe I've become someone else.
I love this like exploration of masculinity, like sonically as well, that she taps into here.
Who's gonna love me like this?
And then a softness comes through.
Give me like this. Let it flow down to me. Love me like this. Now I'm broken up.
The way her voice just like cracks there. So well written.
Days go by in a haze, stay up and sleep.
The way she says days go by in a haze, and then this like part of the song has that feeling of just like time passing slowly.
Love me like this.
And then it feels more intentional here.
Give me like this. Let's hear it for the Man of the Year.
Love that she was inspired to write this after attending the GQ Man of the Year Award. Just interpreting that like term in a way that feels right to her is crazy.
I hope that I remember my gold chain, my shoulders, my face in the light. Before the Man.
And the aggression here, like she's fighting to like bring this person out of her that she knows is in there. But the euphoria is still not there yet. It's still like angry and raw. I love. So good. Like that 4-song run from the start of the album is perfect, and it makes sense together. I feel like there was this confusion when What Was That was released, that it wasn't quite getting to the space of euphoria that Supercar or Perfect Places or Greenlight gets to. But you need to hear these songs like in sequence to understand that kind of like anxious, and I keep using the word tension, but that's exactly what I feel right here. And I'll be very surprised if we get through the whole album with not feeling like there's a release of that tension at some point. But at this point, it's like, I don't know, it's like scrunching up a ball or something. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but I can feel it in my bones, if that makes sense to you. Let's go on to the next track. Track number 5. This one's called Favorite Daughter. Okay, this is like almost giving me pure heroin vibes.
I was a singer, you were my fan. When no one gave a damn, it was you in the dark.
Goosebumps already. I know this one's gonna be special.
In love with your whim. Some notes with people who are convinced I'm not just some kid faking it for your love. 'Cause I'm an actress.
Oh.
All of the medals I won for your daughter.
Oh, this is so good.
Everywhere I run, I'm always running to you.
hang on. This is so good, but we need to unpack it. I don't know. The way that I'm interpreting it this right now is about the pressure she feels as an artist, but not only as an artist, as a kind of like martyr for people. And this is something that she addressed on The Path and Solar Power as well, which was like, if you're looking for a savior, that's not me. This is the way I'm interpreting this, particularly with the thing about taking off on a plane all the time and showing up on stage and like trying to fulfill the role that everybody feels like she should be fulfilling. That's where I'm going with this. I could change, but like what a song.
You told us as kids he died of a broken heart.
Okay, that might be putting off my theory a bit. I love this so much.
At night the room fills up. I tell myself that soon we'll talk. Then I sing every word just to you. 'Cause I'm an actress.
Wow, this melody is giving me so many goosebumps.
Panic attack just to be your favorite. My back down.
You can see the goosebumps all over my arm. Come and take it somewhere special.
Why'd you have to dream so big? Why did no one listen when you hit the notes?
What the fuck?
Good actress. Look at the medals I won for you. So you could imagine being their favorite.
I love this. Song of the year.
To be as brave as my mother.
Wow. Hang on, I need some water. Woo. I'm glad no one is here because the sounds that I'm making outside of these headphones will be very jarring without music in the background. That is one hell of a song. That feels like the release that we were waiting for, and just the reminder of how good a pop song that she can make. We haven't heard that kind of Lorde since Melodrama, and as much as I love Solar Power, that is a really good mode to hear her back in. I still think that it's about her role as a savior for people, or like shape-shifting in some kind of way, going back to those themes that she was addressing on shape-shifting, but in that way it was people that she was sleeping with or having like romantic encounters with, whereas here, I don't know, it feels like pressure from fans or family maybe. Like it's, what a moment. I don't know if I'm ready to go on. I need her to take the tempo down a little bit. This next one, track number 6, is called Current Affairs. Feels like Springsteen-esque. I love that guitar.
Mama, I'm so scared. Don't know how to come back. But now I'm crying on the phone, swearing nothing's wrong. Blame it on current affairs.
Wow. Okay, wow. All right, this feels like knowing that her personality can like go into different extremes and like managing that and knowing exactly what is causing that and the edge that she kind of had to push herself to get to this album, I feel like is quite extreme. She was challenging so much of what she knew about herself, and this taps into like, I don't know, just the like loneliness of being in that kind of space or getting to that space. I guess once you reach that point where you feel like you can kind of rejoice in who you are, it's celebratory, but like the journey to get there feels like a particularly lonely one for her in this point.
On the boat, it was pure and true. Then the film came out. Voices we hear through the open door.
This is such incredible sequencing, having this moment right after Favorite Daughter.
Just to take my pearl, 'cause my bed is on fire. My bed is on fire.
Oh, I love
I'm
that.
so scared. I'm so scared. Will you ever like this? He's saying a prayer.
If you're not enjoying this album, fuck you.
Swearing nothing's
I'm joking. You can have your opinion, but this is really good. Beautiful. Wow. This is a different record to Solar Power. Wow. On Solar Power, she allowed herself so much space to kind of like drift and just follow the music and go wherever she felt like she was being taken, and it didn't matter how much time it took to get there. Whereas on this one, everything feels so purposeful, like everything hits. There's not a moment for some kind of like space or like just drifting away somewhere else. Everything like locks you in. This is a tough ass record. I'm loving it so far. All right, let's go into track number 7, Clear Blue. I've seen like videos of her doing listening parties, I think one in New York in particular, and I have heard a clip of Clear Blue, and I feel like this could kill me.
After the ecstasy, testing for pregnancy, praying in MP3. I'm scared to let you see into the whole machine, leave it all on the field. Your metal detector,
vocal layering
it's my precious
stupid.
treasure. I'm nobody's daughter yet, baby.
Okay, we need to stop it
Deep in my
there.
matter,
Because Favorite Daughter was all about her trying to be your favorite daughter, whether that be to her family or to her fans. And on this one, she says, I'm no one's daughter. I'm free. I feel like this is going to be a shift in the album.
changing my patterns, your helix is right through me. Bars on my windows, you busting wide open till clearness is all I see. I'm free.
That feels really purposeful, that I'm free. With
Lips round your halo, you asked where I came from. I lied and then I came clean. There's broken blood in me, it passed through my hips, moving faster. I rode you till I cried. How's it feel
Goosebumps.
being this alive? Where did it go? Buried the throats. Oh, wish I'd kept the clear blue. I'd remember how it feels to be.
Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. That's such a moment to have in the middle of the record. And as I said, I feel like that I'm free was really a statement there. Like, I will be surprised if the tone doesn't shift somewhat after that point. Whoa, the vocal layering on that, insane. Like, you got to get this in some headphones because that was something really, really special. Okay, next track 8, GRWM, which I don't think is Get Ready With Me.
Off my chest,
Maybe.
keeping it light, not on.
Keeping it light. Here we go. The change up I was waiting for.
Jumping from stone to stone in the riverbed, I guess. Cause a grown woman, wide hips, tooth
Oh,
chip,
wow.
96, skin scarred, looking forward.
Okay, there's that toughness again, but it feels like more freeing this time. It feels like she's got some swagger. It feels like she's feeling herself.
Looking for a grown woman. Pink galaxy, I need to be so impressed.
I love this production. It is giving me like pure heroin in some way.
Spirits went straight to the head. Maybe Baby, if I'm in the baby tea, a chrome woman.
This is probably the least immediate song on the record, and I just already know it's going to grow on me and be one of my favorites.
Wide hips to the tip, 96.
This bit's sick.
Skin scar, looking forward. Wide hips, soft lips, my mama's trauma. Since 96, been looking for a grown woman. Been looking for a grown woman. I've been looking for a grown woman.
Yes. We're somewhere different now. We're in a new place for this album, and I'm so excited to see where she's going to take this on the next three tracks, because I feel like we're going to lift off in some kind of way. I could be totally wrong, and we're going to go back into a dark place and there's going to be no resolution, similar to like What Was That does, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Whew, I'm breathless. Let's go into track number 9, Broken Glass.
Mystique is dead. Last year was bad. I let it. I hate to admit just how much I paid for it. Did I cry myself to sleep about that? Cheat about that? Rot teeth about that?
Love
Did I
this
sweat I
melody.
was a week about that? Be above. I wanna punch the mirror to make her see that this won't last. It might be months of bad luck. Don't hit back. It's just broken glass.
Okay, let's stop for a minute, because these are the kind of themes that she was introducing on Girl So Confusing, which felt like she'd gotten to a point where she understood what was going on and she was beginning to like soak it in, fix it. This is a similar kind of vibe to that. She spoke about body dysmorphia on Girl So Confusing and how that and her like anxieties around being part of the cool group Charlie XCX have made her feel, and how she was just kind of shutting out the world because of that. And this feels like the moment where she's starting to break through.
Scared to quit. Loosen my grip. It's tough to admit just how much I get from it. When I cry myself to sleep about that, cheat about that.
I love
get
this
too deep about
pre-chorus.
that. When I sweat I was a week about that. Make her see that this won't last. It might be
This sound is also just so uniquely Lorde. It's so
what
her.
if it's just broken glass? Spend my summer broken glass. Keep the
Where are we
faith.
going?
Broken glass. Same mistakes. Broken glass. Just a face. Broken glass.
The vocal production is so good on this album.
I wanna punch the mirror to make
Yeah, this is a
her see
highlight.
that this won't last. It might be months. Broken glass.
Good lyric.
Spend my summer getting lost in my hit back. It's just broken glass.
So good. You know what? It's just so cool to hear an artist who's been through something and been on this like personal journey of like getting through something like body dysmorphia or just not feeling comfortable in your skin at all, and being able to track that emotion and that feeling on an album and be able to show you the other side of it as well, and not do it in such a simplistic, like just like full release, I'm free now, everything's good. Like there's so much intricacy to the way she's explaining this situation on this album that is just not something you can do if you're not a superior artist, lyricist, producer like Lorde is, and knows the kind of team that she has to surround herself with to get to this point of total transparency, which I think transparency is kind of the word of the album. Like it's just such a treat to hear something like this. The next track is track number 10. It's called If You Could See Me Now. I've been super excited about
In
this
the
one.
city,
Let's
I
go.
hear the voices of the ancients. They're calling for us. Hear their horses running up Prince Street. Got me lifted, feeling so gifted.
There it is, sugar, sugar, baby. Oh, where's she gonna take this?
Exercising all my demons, make them keep
Yeah, I love how it's like
fighting.
tapped into this
It's the
really
day
masculine
I
mode in the
lifted
last
your
few
body
songs.
weight. I pick a song and listen to it till it's just a piece of music.
All right, where are we going?
Baby, whenever you break me, I'd watch it happen like an angel looking down. I could feel, don't need fantasy. Oh God, if she could see me now.
Yes. Fucking hell.
Hope you find another
Then back into this crunch. Jimmy Stack is doing a stupid.
You can tell them I went crazy up in the pain, not the synthesizer. The bodies
we're
move
lifting.
like spirits inside. Baby,
I love this chorus.
I'd watch it happen like an angel could feel. Don't need fantasy. Oh God, if she could see me now.
Some kind of relief, some kind of freedom.
If she could see me now. Oh God, if she could see me now. Oh God.
You know what I'm really loving about this album is she doesn't let songs stick around. Sorry. She doesn't let songs stick around longer than they need to. Like, everything on this album is so short and sharp, and I think it's her shortest album to date, but it doesn't feel like it's lacking the potency or the power. It just feels like she's condensed it into this kind of like cold brew of an album, and like, goddamn, cold brew of an album sounds awful. I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? It just feels like it's so tight. I'm loving it. And that was a moment. That was kind of the moment I've been waiting for, the release of the album. Let's just go on to track number 11, David. I feel like this one could be really special. Lorde knows how to close an album. A World Alone, Perfect Places, Oceanic Feeling.
Oh, dark day. Was I just someone to dominate? Worthy opponent, flint to my blade. Now we're playing with shadows. At the sunset tower, if I'd had virginity, I would have given that to. Why do we run?
Goosebumps
Once
again.
we do.
Woo! Love that.
Oh, dark day. Was I just young blood to get on tape? 'Cause you dialed me out when it got hard. But what came spilling out that day was the truth. And once I could sing again, I swore I'd never let myself sing again for you.
Just letting this sink in.
So why do we run?
Did she say sing it? I love that.
To the ones we do. That I knew how to do,
Oh, it feels like this album's about to blow up.
but I don't.
Oh,
Am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again? Am I ever gonna love again? Ooh. Am I ever gonna love again? Will you ever feel like a friend? Am I ever gonna love again? Till you understand. Tell it to him.
What an ending. God. Wow. What a record. It's going to take me a little while to gather all my thoughts on that, but I think you could probably tell from my reaction for all the songs that I liked it a lot. It just feels so good to hear Lorde in this space. Like, even though she's going through hard shit on the album, obviously, she has this like artistic clarity to her that I haven't heard from her in a long time, maybe ever, in this very transparent kind of way. It's just like a fearlessness that comes across. And I really like that she didn't offer us relief. Like, that is such a dark ending to end on. Am I ever going to love again? To like bring this album to a close with some kind of not like package that's just like wrapped up in a bow and everything's perfect. Now we move on. Like, I don't know. I just love how she leaves us suspended, like on most of this album, on almost every track. We're just left waiting to like feel some kind of conclusion that never quite comes. And I think that's just like the way she pulls that off is genius. And the moments that she gives us that are sweet, I'm thinking like the chorus of If She Could See Me Now, or the chorus of Favorite Daughter, that should give you that melodic punch or enough to get us through. It's a very interesting album, and it's going to take people a minute to totally throw themselves into it and to really take it in. But I think that it's going to be worth the time spent with it, because this is a really, really special record, and like a special moment from an artist that I think is incredibly important. And like, don't let the haters take that away, because there are going to be a lot of people who don't like this record as well as a lot of people who really like that. And I think that Lorde is just an artist who offers such a different perspective on things, and I think that needs to be celebrated, like going back to 15 and having Testy Pops again. Yeah, special album. I'm going to talk about it at length on the Pop Pod. I'll talk about it on my TikTok, Instagram, wherever I can talk about this album, I'm going to talk about it. Very special. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drop your favorite track below. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you next time. Thank you for joining.